بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وحده لا شريك له محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا باتقوا الله فقد فاز المتقون. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, to all the brothers and sisters, let us begin our day with the morning invocation or morning dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka nushur. Bismillahillazi la yadurru ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wala fis sama' wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya. Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'ah wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Ya muqallibal qulub thabbit qulubana ala dinik wa ala ta'atik. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak wa ajirna minan nar wa ajirna minan nar wa ajirna minan nar. Allahumma khtim lana bil husnil khatimah wa la takhtim alaina bis su'il khatimah. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin ya rabbul alamin. All praise due to Allah. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His mercy, His blessing, His guidance. And may Allah rabbul alamin forgive all our past sin. And we keep on asking Allah to make all of us have a good ending. Year 2019 is going to end. Just how many days more? 3 days more, 2 days more, some using 2 days. Yeah. Then 2019 is gone. We are moving to year 2020. Of course, this is not our calculation. That based on the common people calculation, every year we always want to have a good ending. If you want to have a good ending, you must prepare for a good beginning. Without having a good plan, then there is no difference between the changes of the year, the numbers. There's no difference. That's why the Prophet ﷺ remind his ummah to make hijrah. Wal muhajir, hijrah means migration, means changes. We have to decide which direction we are moving. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have remind us, Inna nahnu nazzalna zikra wa inna lahu lahafizun. Allah revealed the Quran and He called and He named the Quran as a zikr, as a reminder. Keep on reminding all of us, like how we remind ourselves sometimes what to do, what not to do. Yeah, we always remind ourselves when we have an appointment with somebody, we keep on reminding ourselves so that we don't forget, yeah, the appointment. So Quran, Allah said, we are the one who revealed the Quran as a reminder, zikr. And we are the one who is going to preserve, to protect the authenticity of the Quran, the truth of the Quran, the origin of the Quran, the purity of the Quran. Allah is telling us, if you want to keep yourself protected, then you have to follow the Quran. The Quran is here to protect us. Hafizun. And then Allah said again, وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ ذِكْرَ تَنْفَعَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. We have to remind ourselves again and again. Either we remind ourselves or we remind each other. There are two ways of reminding a person. One, a person always muhasabah. Umar ibn Khattab always remind his people, hasibu anfusakum qabla an tuhasib. Look into yourself. Do all the homework, calculation about what you want to do, what you have done, before you will be asked by Allah Rabbul Alamin, accountable to Allah Rabbul Alamin. Now we have to prepare ourselves. So Allah is said, remind yourself and remind each other, because by reminding oneself and each other, always Allah confirm, always will bring benefit. If you forget to remind yourself, but you allow other people to remind you, that is good. Husband and wife also need to remind each other. You cannot take the relationship for granted, then later on, everything will go haywire. Yeah. Even when we are working among workers, they have to remind each other, because everybody start to do something with good intention. Husnul Khatimah. With good planning. They want to be happy. Yeah. They want to feel protected. They want to feel that they are belonging to this kind of environment. So, but if nobody remind us, then you can see one by one will be exposed to a lot of addiction and corruption. The latest addition for us today is addiction to our smartphone. Now everybody who is working also is not focusing anymore. The police also fail to be focused. Sometimes a lot of things happening, they are not there. They are there, but they are not looking around. They are busy with their handset. They are busy with their phone. Now they are disconnecting themselves with Almighty Allah. They connect themselves with the world, and the world is corrupting them. So they don't care what is happening around them anymore. And that's why you see that a lot of crime happening among us is because people just don't care. Yeah? They do not want to be reminded. Neither we remind them. We have no uniform, very hard to remind people of uniform example. Yeah. Then Allah said, the Quran was revealed as a shifa wa rahmah. Quran is not just a book for you to read, memorize. This is what majority of the Muslims have been exposed to. Read the Quran, we have been reading. Memorize Quran, alhamdulillah. Have you memorized the Quran, brother and sister? Yes, Al-Fatiha we memorize. Faqul we memorize. The whole Quran, there is a jihad for us. Yeah? It's very, very difficult. Yeah. But when you come to other things, you can memorize very fast. But the Quran, you need to have the fighting spirit. Yeah. Jihad. There's called jihad. Mujahada. And you are ready to commit yourself. The Quran said, Quran was revealed by Allah as a rahmah and shifa. Meaning, Quran is here to bring mercy to you, so that you will bring mercy to others, and then everybody will live happily. And also, Quran was revealed as a shifa, a cure, a remedy for all the problems that we encounter today. The younger generation have a lot of depression sometimes, even they are young. When we were young, we don't know what is depression. We don't know how to show our anger. So we don't know how to cry. And when we feel hurt, when we don't get what we want, when we are hungry, we just cry for attention, and then we get what we want. But today, children, Allahu Akbar, sometimes 2 years old, they can show their anger. They can show you they don't like what you are doing. No. Last time we do not know what is anger. Time have changed. And Quran promised us, if you are addicted to the Quran, we have a lot of addiction today. Young generation addicted to smartphone, and addicted to WeChat, addicted to pornography, addicted to so many things. Do we agree with this? Yeah. Not only young people addicted now, old people also addicted also. Because old people start to learn. And when you get something new, also a new set, a toy for you. So you spend hour and hour playing with a new toy. Yeah. And then suddenly you get addicted. Yeah. Some who like to drink, addicted to alcohol. Some who smoke, addicted to smoking. So many things we are addicted. Politicians addicted to power crazy. Yeah. And to have power, they keep on gossiping, yeah, backbiting, create fitna, lying. All is become an addiction now. Somebody just cannot stay, yeah, at home. The addiction is to go out to the mall. They have to go out every day. If they can't buy something, they just want to see, touch. Yeah. Look, yeah. It's an addiction. But if we will be addicted to the Quran, Allahu Akbar, every day we recite Quran. If we are addicted to the prayer, if we are addicted to zikr, every day we remember Allah, all the morning zikr, evening zikr, before we eat, after we eat, we remember all this. If we are addicted to salawat upon the Prophet, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, we were reminded so many times when the name of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu been mentioned, salawat upon him, until today we fail. We fail to be addicted to these good acts and good things that Allah and the Prophet love us to be addicted for this. But today, the word addiction is always negative. But if you want to turn it to positive, 2020, okay. You move your addiction to all the bad things to something that's good. I'm addicted to do good deeds. I'm addicted to cleanliness. I cannot live, see all this mess in the house, in the room. I just want to clean. And that is something very, very good. Yeah. So brothers and sisters, before we continue with the book, Life in Al-Barzakh, Allah have reminded us, not only now, about the reality of our ending. Now, even you want to live alone, you cannot live alone. Even you do not want to mix around, you have to mix around. You don't ask, talk to people, people talk to you. Nobody can survive here without others. You want to eat, you have to go and buy some food. To buy the food, you have to communicate with people. Yeah. So many people get involved in preparing food for you. You want to cover yourself, you have to go to the shop to look for your garment. And you have to engage. Anything you do, you have to engage with others. You cannot be by yourself. There's no way for this life. And Allah have warned us, there is no double death. You will only experience death once here. After that, life continue and no end. And Allah keep on reminding us to prepare ourselves. How do you feel if suddenly you walk in the street that normally there's a lot of people, suddenly there's no one there? How do you feel, brother and sister? You feel strange. What is happening? You know there are so many people normally move around. Suddenly, zero. Only you was walking. How do you feel? You feel not secure. What is happening? You feel very worried, scared. It happened to me just last few weeks only, when I was in Penang at 8 p.m. Yeah, still very early, I walked in front Penang Road, Churasta Market. Every shop was closed. Supermarket Maidin closed. Can you imagine? I was thinking, what is happening? And this is a holiday season. Suddenly I feel, wow, only once in a while I saw a stranger coming out. Not Penang people, not Malaysian. Suddenly I also feel me as a human. Now life after death is very lonely. When you go down, you are there alone. Nobody want to look for you anymore. Nobody also want to ask about you. Nobody will bother you anymore. Here sometimes people will keep bothering you. They don't show you for a while, they call you. If you don't come out from the room, they're worried. They may come and knock at your room. Why they knock at your room? They're worried something happened to you. Whether you are still alive or dead. We don't know. People are worried when you are here. But when you are down there, nobody worry about you anymore. And you are alone. All the time. Until the time comes when Allah will resurrect all of us again. Now Allah is telling us about this group of people. In Surah Al-Baqarah, if you look at Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah is telling us, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَالَّذِينَ هَادُوا وَالنَّصَارَى وَالصَّابِعِينَ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ يَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Allah is telling us about those who believe. Who are the believers? The believers, Allah categorized in this ayah, number one, the Yahud. The Yahud are also believers. You can get in verse 62. You just quote it. Verse 62. Surah Al-Baqarah. Inna lazina amanu, indeed those who believe. Who are those who believe? The Yahud. Because they are the one who receive a lot of prophets sent to them. And the Nasara. Yahud and Nasara. Yahudi and Nasrani. Was-Sabi'in. Now this is the third group. Who are the Sabi'in? The Sabi'in are a group of people who do not know anything about Islam. It can be anybody now, and it happened in a time of the early nation. There's a group of people who sometimes they may worship the angel. They believe there is an angel. They don't know where the angel is. They believe that there is a creator. They do not know who is the creator. The name of the creator, they have no idea. Nobody said to them anything. So they look at the sun. They may believe the sun God. They look at the star. They may believe that the star God. And so on. And they always do good things. This group of people will have good ending. This group of people will have good ending. Until today, you may come across there's a group of people who have no idea about who is Allah. It's an alien word to them. But you say God, Tuhan, maybe they can accept because this is their language. You said Allah, Allah is a foreign alien name to them. But they are sabi'in. For us who have believed in Allah, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for us to disbelieve Him anymore. It is our duty to strengthen our iman and hope that we all will have a good ending. And the Prophet ﷺ remind us, whoever end with La ilaha illallah, who affirm that there is none we worship except Allah, Alhamdulillah. But until today, how many of us are addicted to make zikr La ilaha illallah? We are still very far away from that. And some Muslim, they take things for granted. They never check with their children about La ilaha illallah. Can you make shahada again? And sometimes the world has changed. People dress very religiously, holding some document to say they are representing Mahat Tahfiz here and there, ask for donation. And those smart people who want to donate ask this guy, are you a Muslim? Yes. Alhamdulillah. Do you pray? Yes. Alhamdulillah. How many raka'at asar? They are asking him. He was struggling. He's viral now. How many? Here, two. Two raka'at asar, two raka'at. Are you sure? Are you telling the truth? They ask again. He moved a bit. He thought that he can play around. 3. From 2 to 3. If Maghrib, correct. The question is Asar time. And he asks again, how about Zohar? No, Asar, you forget. Zohar. How many rakat? 2. Still 2. But it can be correct if he's smart. I'm a musafir. Only he failed to say that. No, I'm a musafir, I only pray 2. After some time, then they realize that this is fake. This is all lie. Cheating. Can you imagine? You dress so religiously, you bring a document to say you are representing Mahat Tahfiz. If you are from Mahat Tahfiz and you don't know how many rakats are, it's a big problem. Yeah, this is just the beginning here. So to do good today, we must be wise. Yeah. That's why when people come to us, Anytime when we're eating in a restaurant, they come, they show you this. First thing I ask, I give salam. Second thing, do you want to eat? Sit down. You can order food, drink, I will pay. No. Sometimes they do not want to talk to you also. I mean, they are taught by their people. If people ask you a question, say nothing, just silent. Sometimes they are very smart also. So when you are silent, we also somehow silent. So time have changed. People have no fear towards Allah anymore for survival. We hope that we will have the right understanding. Now, to strengthen ourselves, to make sure all of us have a good ending, let us go back to page 139. We have done that earlier, but I like to reflect it again today. Allah Rabbul Alameen is guiding us and telling us about the group who have a good ending. To the extent that Allah said, from death until resurrection, everybody who's living today will have to die. Only you have to decide whether you want to have a good ending or you don't care. And that is what you have to decide. Allah is telling us that وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتًا بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ وَعِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يُرْزَقُونَ فَرِحِينَ بِمَا أَتَاهُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ وَيَسْتَبْشِرُونَ بِالَّذِينَ لَمْ يَلْحَقُوا بِهِمْ مِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ أَلَّا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ يَسْتَبْشِرُونَ بِنِعْمَةٍ مِنَ اللَّهِ وَفَضْلٍ وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُضِيعُ أَجْرَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Now Allah is telling us about a group of people who choose to die in the cause of Allah. Do not think of those who are killed in Allah's way as dead. We are going to die, and they are no more here. But Allah is telling us, do not think that they are dead. But they are alive. بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يَرْزُقُونَ. They are alive with their Lord, Allah. And Allah keep on providing them rizq, yarzuqun. Do the dead eat? The dead don't need to eat anymore. Do the living have to eat? If you don't give them food, they go crazy. They may come after you. They may even kill you to survive. But how do Allah feed them? Leave it to Allah. How do they eat? You leave it to Allah. Now, one of the signs that they are not dead, until today, we remember Abu Bakr. We know who is Omar. Even we have never seen them, but their name is very fresh in our memory. We know who is Osman, who is Ali, who is Hassan, who is Hussain, who is Fatima, who is Aisha, who is Khadija. We know all these names. They are so fresh in our memory. For anybody who are connected to Allah, you are connected to all these good people. Allahu Akbar. About us, we don't know who will remember us after a while. Why? Because we don't leave a legacy behind. We may be good, but just for ourselves, we don't care about others. So now Allah is telling us, they are alive with their Lord. And Allah is keeping on sustaining them. They rejoice in what Allah has granted them of His favor. and they rejoice for the sake of those who have not yet joined them, whom they left behind and who are not a shaheed yet. That on them no fear will come. Even they are alone, they don't have fear. Nobody is there, but they have no fear. There is the gift, the reward from Allah, the tranquility that Allah gave them. Nor will they grieve. They are not worried. When we don't have people around us, sometimes we get worried. Why people is running away from me? Why my friend is not contacting me anymore? We are worried. They rejoice in Allah's blessing and favor, and that Allah does not waste the rewards of the believers. Allah is telling us, anyone who dies as a believer, you don't have to worry anymore. Because Allah is waiting for us, and He will protect us. This word, qatilu, qutilu, qatala yaqtulu, mean kill. There are two words that Allah used in the Quran, qatil and jahid. Jahid, jihad. So we have a question from the younger generation, alhamdulillah. Is what happening in the Middle East is jihad? Shaheed, whoever is killed in the war zone? We say there is no jihad engaging in killing until you are called by the Muslim leader. Example, you cannot declare war with anybody until your country is under attack. Then who will have the final say, according to Islam? In the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, jihad of war only can be declared by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even they are under, or they have been oppressed by the mushrikeen. Umar was waiting for the order. When are we going to fight back? Ya Rasulullah, why we allow them to oppress us? And we are on the truth. There's nothing for us to worry. Let us declare war. Only one man can make the declaration. That is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not you or me. No. When Abu Bakr took up the leadership as the leader for the believers, only Abu Bakr can declare. When Umar became the Khalifa, only Umar can declare. If anyone just declare jihad, there is jihad. There is for their own benefit. That's very wrong. You want to know whether he is in the right path or not, you look at how they say things. If they easily declare qital, you know, they are not following the Quran and Sunnah. They are following their desire, for their benefit, for their own benefit. You cannot. No one declared jihad except the Muslim leaders. Jihad for qital, to declare war. And the Prophet said, if you are under attack as a person, people come to your house, break into your house, and you protect your life, either you have to kill the intruders or they kill you, is jihad. Is fi sabilillah. To protect your property is jihad. To protect your family is a jihad. If you are killed, then it's called qatl. But if there's no killing involved, Seeking knowledge, every Sunday you come here to seek knowledge, also a jihad. But this jihad is not known as qatl. It's known as just jihad am. It's a struggle, a commitment that you have made to come here every Sunday. Istiqamah, consistently you are here, is another level of jihad. Because sometimes people will do something good, but they are not consistent. They are very moody people. They follow the weather. But normally, so far, our experience Sunday is always sunny day. So you cannot excuse rain. No, there's no rain. So happened, alhamdulillah. Yeah. So it's important for us to have the right understanding about the word in the Quran. Don't simply use word for your own benefit and mislead others. Are we making a jihad, brother and sister? Yes. Jihad means you are committed. Yeah. You are consistent in doing what is right, is a jihad. Seeking knowledge is a jihad. Going out from your house to get a halal income to support your family is a jihad. Yeah. Protecting your family is a jihad. All is jihad. Controlling your anger is a jihad. Controlling your speech. Sometimes you like to talk, but you know when you talk, you create problem. Because you don't know how to talk now. Sometimes before you got married, you know how to use your words so nicely. So beautifully, like honey, sweet, you know. And that's why all the beautiful girl attracted to you. Yeah, because you are so sweet. After that, no more honey. Yeah. Every time, only Allah knows. Each time, sometimes you don't even want to talk anymore. What happened to you? When you are not close to each other, you talk a lot. When you're so close, you don't talk. You're speechless. Maybe you say jihad. I had one problem. Each time I open my mouth, problem. How can you open your mouth? This problem. It's a matter because there's a problem in your heart. You are not sincere. If your love is sincere, you know how to communicate. How you communicate before, you are careful with your word. Yeah. The same thing you have to use. It's like how we communicate to our children today. We love them, we pamper them. Yeah. The same thing when they grow, we still will have that kind of communication. But things have changed. Allah Rabbul Alameen is telling us that for those who believe in Him and try their best to do what they have to do, by right, as we age, brother and sister, 2019 is gone, 2020 coming. Normally, what do we want to do? We want to get better. When you are not well, you want to be better. When you are poor, you want to be richer. This is what we always hope for. So you must plan. You must be committed. You must be sincere. You must change. Now, children need the protection of the parent. Parents have no time to protect them. Parents have no feeling to even to protect them. They don't care anymore. Your parents who care, they always check on them. They always spend time with them. You only can spend time and the children appreciate your involvement when they are young. As they grow bigger, they don't need you anymore. We know that we all have our own children. Our children don't need us anymore. And that is life. Life have to move into that direction. But if you are wise from now. Educate them. Spend your time wisely. Communicate with them. I believe their relationship with you will get stronger and stronger. Yeah, because you do not disconnect yourself with them. Jihad in general means any kind of struggle towards Allah is a jihad. Yeah. To be good. Page 140, the Shaheed souls, all of us have a soul, are fit into bodies of green birds that are free to travel and enjoy the bliss of Jannah without limit. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma reported that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, don't forget to make salawat upon the Prophet. Innahu lamma usiba ikhwanukum yawma Uhud ja'ala Allah arwah fi jawfin tayrin qudrin taruddu annahar jannah anhar jannah ta'kulu min thimariha wa ta'wi ila qanadila min zahab mu'allaqatan fi zillil arshi falamma wajadu tayyib ma'akalihum wa mashrabahum wa maqilihim qalu man yuballighu ikhwanana anna annana ahya'un fil jannah li'alla yazhadu fil jannah wa la yanqulu indal harb faqala Allah ana uballighuhum ankum fa anzalallahu al-ayah al-madi. Indeed, when your brothers were killed in the battle of Uhud, there is the second battle. The first battle is Badr. Now, Allah Rabbul Alameen, when He wants to help you, Badr, the Muslim army, is so weak. As an army, they are not prepared. They don't have the equipment. They don't have the numbers to fight the enemies. But they are not there to start the war. But Allah gives the Prophet the knowledge that they are preparing a war. They are coming to you. So the Prophet have to get themselves prepared. But Allah is telling us, whoever fight for the cause of Allah, sincerely, Allah will protect you. Allah will help you. How do Allah help? Allah sent the unseen force. Who is the unseen force? The angels. The angel was sent along with the Muslim army. Allahu Akbar. In a short while, Allah gives the Muslim victory. When Allah help us, not necessary He just send human to help us. He can send the other creation of Allah, the angel. When Allah want to help Solomon, Prophet Sulaiman, how do Allah help Sulaiman? How do Allah help Sulaiman, brothers and sisters? Allah helps Sulaiman not from the angel. From who? From the jinn. When Allah wants to help you, He can send any help through anyone that He has created. In the battlefield, in the time of the Prophet, Hussain, all is the angel. But in the time of Solomon, he don't have to send angel. He don't have to send any spy. He just sent hudhud, a bird. And so happened that bird can talk to Sulaiman. Our bird cannot talk to us. But if you keep on training the bird, parrot, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum. One day, each time they see you, Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah, I've seen that bird before. And you say, La ilaha illallah. You say, La ilaha illallah. Alhamdulillah. But how many of us do that? You only can do that when you practice it always. Just an example. Now Allah helped Solomon not with the angel, through the jinn. You see, that's how Allah helped us. You just have to have faith in Allah. But sometimes you ask Allah for help. Allah is helping us. We don't even realize. We are still asking, where is that already? You don't even see because you are not sensitive enough. Your heart, your feeling is so corrupted, you just can't feel. But Allah is helping us. Without you realizing, brother and sister, every day, every morning you make dua, you come here, you make dua, every night before you sleep, you make dua. You don't even know that Allah is helping you, protecting you from a lot of bad things. There are a lot of people who are not happy with you. Maybe they are trying to do so many bad things to you without you knowing, but you were not affected because Allah is protecting you. You don't realize sometimes. Until you reflect, why? I have no problem. My friend has so many. Yes, Allah is helping you. But you are not grateful. After some time, you forget to call upon Him. You think, I don't need Allah, I'm calling Him, but I don't see anything. He is helping you without you also understand. Anything good happen to our life, brother and sister, be thankful to Allah. Anything, if you can survive for another day, that's why the minute you open your eye early in the morning, what do you say? What do we say? Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah. Now you're alive again. You can see a new day. If you are going to live until 2020, it's a ni'mah. If you can pass 2019, 2 more days. Are we sure we are going to live until 2020? We don't know. But you have to plan. The government have planned. From before they have planned 2020, 2040. No problem, you can plan. But our plan is not just here. Indeed, when your brother was killed in the battle of Uhud, Allah Rabbul Alameen cast their soul into green birds that frequent the river of Jannah, eat of its fruits, and rest in lamb. The lamb, there's a lamb of gold hanging in the shadow of the throne of Allah. When they found this pleasant food, drink, and repose, they said, who will inform our brother on our behalf that we are alive in Jannah and that we receive sustenance, rescue? Now when we enjoy, so who will tell our people back home that don't worry about us, we are okay, we are okay, we are happy here? No. So that they do not forsake fighting in Allah's way or turn back during the fight. Meaning, we the people who die as shaheed, when Allah reward them with all this blessing, they were so blessed and they are so happy. They say, how can we inform our people that don't miss the opportunity if you are called for a jihad? If when the Muslim leaders say, now is our time to defend our right, because people are attacking our country, we declare jihad and don't say no and don't run away. Why they want us to know, brother and sister? Why do they want us to know? You see, a believing person is not a selfish person. He just don't think of himself. Anything that he received from Allah, the ni'mah, wa amma bi ni'mati rabbika fahaddis. That is the characteristic of a believer. all the nikmat that they receive, they want their nikmat to be shared. They want their friend, their brother, their family to go to Jannah together. So when they are so happy, they are talking, oh Allah, how can we inform our family back who's still alive that don't worry about us, we're okay, so that they will not abandon jihad. Like seeking knowledge is a jihad. It's not easy to wake up early in the morning. Alhamdulillah, we don't start our class at 7 a.m. I think if we start 7 a.m., maybe 7 people will come. Yeah. But Alhamdulillah, we choose 11 a.m. We know it's not easy to wake up morning, especially Sunday. Because Saturday night always known as Saturday night fever. A lot of you have fever. You know, what kind of fever, I also don't know. Because you cannot sleep early on Saturday night. Yeah. Especially now we are towards the end of the year, you have long holiday. Starting from 25th December. Continue, plus, and then school holiday, plus again. And then those who are working the office, you have to take holiday because your leave cannot be extended. Another addition of holiday. So many holidays. That's why our production dropped at the end of the year. Nobody work, everything 2020. Nobody want to work anymore. Our spirit, working spirit, died already. Now is a spirit of holiday. So it's not easy when I see the Jum'ah today is still around, alhamdulillah, isn't it? I know people also said, Ustad, off lah. Okay, everybody also want to take a rest. I say, no problem. Whoever is around, they are welcome. I mean, we are worried. When we off, one day Allah off us all together. Then it's too late. When you still can do something, do. Not necessarily everybody have to travel. It's not fardu ain, Neither is fardu kifaya. It's just a choice whether you to travel or not. But normally a holiday is very nice to move around in the city. Yeah. Less traffic jam. But today people are wiser because lifestyle have changed. Everything is costly. People are very careful in their spending, and it's good. So those who have entered paradise, even they don't enter paradise with their body. Their soul is been transferred into the body of a green bird. What kind of bird? Leave it to Allah. And that bird was allowed to enter Jannah. Because no one after Adam and Eve entered Jannah and they were commanded by Allah to leave Jannah after they eat the forbidden fruit. No one have entered Jannah bodily and spiritually until the day of judgment. Where the Prophet has said the caretaker of Jannah will not open the gate of Jannah to anybody until Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered. Then only the door is open for all other prophets. Follow up with the followers of Prophet Muhammad first. Even we are the last ummah, but we are the best ummah. Because we were sent by Allah to be a witness for mankind. Not only for a race. We are not representing a race. We are not representing our tribe. We are not representing only our country. We are representing the world. Rahmatul lil alamin. Khayra umma ukhrijat lin nas. There is the ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So of course, when we, the people who enter Jannah, those who die in the battle of Uhud, They were hoping that those who are still living know the reward of dying, yeah, in the cause of Allah. Then Allah answered to them, I will let them know. How do Allah let us know? By revealing the ayah. وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتٌ بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يَرْزُقُونَ. And that's why we believe. But if you recite this ayat and you don't believe, then you know you have a problem about your iman. Yeah. You don't believe in the word of Allah. And Allah said, Zalikal kitab la rayba fi. In the book of Allah, the Quran, not even one ayah that you should have doubts. If anyone who read the Quran have doubt, you know that you have a problem. That's how you detect your iman. You may not have the understanding, so you must make an effort to understand. Ibn Mas'ud reported that the companions of the Prophet asked the Prophet himself in regard to the above ayah, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam respond, Arwahuhum fi jawfin tayrin khudrin laha qanadilu mu'allaqatun bil arsh ila al-akhir al-hadith. The shaheed souls are within green birds that reside in lanterns hanging from the throne of Allah. They travel in Jannah wherever they wish, and then take about in those lanterns, the rest on the lantern. Their Lord look upon them a look of kindness and say, do you desire anything? There's a communication between Allah and the soul of the shuhada. And they answer, what will we desire when we can travel in Jannah wherever we wish? What more do we want? Now we are in Jannah and we can move freely in Jannah. There's no border in Jannah. Unless there is a darajah. You have 100 classes in Jannah. So the higher class can go down to the lower class. The lower class cannot go up. It's like those people who are in the first class when you are taking a flight, and then you want to go to the economy class, that's it, you go. Anytime you can go. You can see somebody that if there's is full, economy class full, you go and walk around. You see one person is alone there. You want to go to first class? Allahu Akbar. I think that person must think that I'm thinking that must be an angel, man. Is this a human or an angel? Is this a lucky day? It's a lucky draw for me. I don't think you say, no lah. Huh? Are you sure? Yeah, no problem. I like to come to the economy class. Normally, do you do that? Have you experienced that in your travel? Not first class, business class to economy class. You hardly experience that. Now, they say, what more do we wish? Allah asked them this question 3 times. And when they see that they will not be left alone until He give an answer, they say, oh Allah, we wish that our soul are returned into the original body so as to be killed again for your sake. Thus, when He find that they have no real desire, they are left alone. Of course, you cannot be sent back anymore. Why you depart from here is a one-way ticket. No more coming back. Even you want, you cannot come back. Even the Prophet and those who die shaheed as living in the sight of Allah, they are not dead, but they cannot come back. Life move on. It's a reminder. If you want to move on, you cannot go backward. You cannot recall, I'm so bad before. Before these people have do this thing to me. That is before. Anybody who want to move forward, they just have to move forward, plan for the future, don't look back. Today, what are you talking about? And so cruel. The past is the past. What do you gain? If you reflect from the past so that you don't do the same thing again, is good. But you are recalling the past and you want the past matter to be judged now. If Allah will judge you based on your past, all of us will fail. True or not? If Allah will judge us based on when we are young, 15 years old until 40 years old, memang fail. Because we know where we are at that time. We know how good deeds before. 2019, almost every month we do a lot of bad things. Now we are going 2020, you pass 2020, example, just example here. And then you start to change, Ya Allah, I want to change. Help me to change. And you prepare yourself. That 2019 sin, Allah will just cover it. And let you move ahead. And one of the best things to do that, Allah says in Surah Hud, Innal hasanat yuzhibna sayyi'at. Allah said to us, Innal hasanat yuzhibna sayyi'at. Remember, engage yourself in doing good thing. Be busy in doing good thing. Be addicted in doing good things. Good deeds will erase all the bad deeds. And that's how we move on. We have heard so many people. We have been so disobedient to our parents. Now just be obedient. Be kind. We don't care among our siblings. Now you show that you care. You are the elders. Take care of the young one. Respect them. No. Be kind to them. Help them. Not to bully them. You start to move on. You have bad experience before. A friend that you trust, and then they betray you. What should you do? Should you betray others? No. But you want to disassociate yourself with him or her. No problem. You minimize tension. You minimize problem. You can stay away with those problematic people. Yes. You are allowed to do that. But you don't have to make them make you worried. Thinking of them. Don't think of them, khalas. Pray for them and leave them. And you move forward. You can't change them. You leave it to Allah. If they fail to change, that means they choose to have a bad ending. And you do not want to be like them. If they are negative, should you be negative all the way? No. You want to move positively. Those who are negative, you learn from them. You see, what do you gain by having negative feeling toward each other? You don't gain anything. What do you gain by gossiping another Muslim? You gain anything? You don't gain anything. You are gaining sins. No reward. The Prophet have warned us, whoever gossip and make zulm to another Muslim, in the day of judgment, to compensate the good guy, your good deeds will transfer to him, and his bad deed will transfer to you, if that's what you want. You thought that you have done so many good things. You're so proud of yourself. You have donate here, donate there. You build a mosque here. You think that you have done a good job. But because you like to gossip about another Muslim, and that Muslim just quiet all the time, have patience, in return, all your good deeds transfer to him. Is that a good trade? Is that a good business? Good for us who have patience. No. But if you also respond the same, he talked bad about you, you gossip about him. He talked bad, you respond. What is going to happen to both of you? Both of you collect your own sin. But when you talk bad about somebody, brother and sister, it will not stop there. Because when you talk bad, you only talk bad about a person to another person. You don't talk bad about a person by yourself. You cannot talk one. You just keep it until the right time. You've got some friend, you share with your friend. And now your friend is going to pick up and convey this message to us. And that is where the chain of sin starts. Is what they call MLM. You call that MLM, there's a business going on. Multi-level what? Marketing. This is also level, it's got multi-level. From one level to another level to another level. Now, the sin is traveling. And now those who have patience, Allahu Akbar, Inna Allaha ma'as-sabir. Allah is very close to those who have patience. You get a lot of reward point. You see, A, good deeds come to you. B, good deeds come to you. C, good. Oh, this is a good MLM, man. Allah is so kind. By having the right attitude, you will be saved from all this problem here. So, brothers and sisters, Anas also reported that during the Battle of Badr, the first battle, a young Sahabi called Haritha bin Suraqa was killed by a stray arrow. Harith's mother, Arubayya, came to the Prophet and said, "O Prophet of Allah, tell me about Haritha. If he is in Jannah, I will be patient. Otherwise, I will show you how hard I can whip over him." Of course, a mother is a mother. They love their children, but they love them to have a good ending. If any children have a good ending, I believe all the parents will be very happy for them. Ya Haritha, and the Prophet said, "O mother of Haritha, our habilt a jannata wahidatan hiya." O Ummah, do not be irrational. You think it is only one garden? There are numerous Jannah garden in Jannah. And indeed, your son has reached the uppermost paradise. Allahu Akbar. Once she heard this, she also cried. But the tears is not crying of sadness. They're crying because of their happiness. You know, sometimes you're very happy, you shed tears too. Especially when a mother gives birth to a child. You know, you have all the pain, it's not easy. But the minute you hear the cry of the baby, you may shed tears, but the tear of joy. Yeah? Some shuhada excel others in status. Abu Umama, there's a long hadith that we fully cited in chapter 9. Among what the Prophet saw in his dream was the following. ثُمَّ أَشْرَفَ بِي شَرَفًا فَإِذَا أَنَا بِنَفَرٍ ثَلَاثَةٍ يَشْرَبُونَ مِنْ خَمْرٍ لَهُمْ فَقُلْتُ مَنْ هَؤُلَاء قال هؤلاء جعفر وزيد بن حارث وعبد الله بن رواحة. Then we looked upon a high ridge and saw 3 men drinking non-intoxicating wine. They're drinking wine because in Jannah there is a river of wine. Whoever stopped drinking wine here, Allah will reward them with river of wine, not bottle of wine. Here only bottle, even that you got drunk and you get yourself in problem. Yeah. In Australia, alhamdulillah, through my experience, when holiday season, whoever are driving toward the beach resort to have party, anything, anybody going, they have a lot of roadblock, traffic roadblock. Why? To check whether they are drunk or not. Because they know if you are drunk and you are doing activity beside the sea, at the beach, you may get drowned very easily. Because you do not know what you're doing anymore. You just keep on walking, and you think that you're going to Jannah, you go into the sea. You know? And this is what happened. You see, even the non-Muslim are very alert about the danger of drinking intoxicated drink. Because you cannot control yourself anymore. And it's a problem for them. Suddenly they say, body disappeared. Now they have to send diver to look for them. It's an extra job for them. It's like the bushfire now. It's a problem. So many people suffer. Yeah. But if it's a kind of Allah's qadar, it's different. But if there are people who are careless, heedless, they just throw something that can burn colors, everybody suffer. Yeah. So they do drink non-intoxicating wine. So I asked, Abu Umama asked, who are those people? They replied, those are Ja'far, Zaid bin Haritha, and Abdullah bin Ruwaha. Why? Because these people are the people who have a good ending, who die in the cause of Allah Rabbul Alameen. Other hadiths from Abu Hurairah and Ibn Omar and other companions collectively, and not only from 2 companions, more than 2, reported that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ra'aitu Ja'far ibn Abi Talib malakan yatiru fil jannah ma'al malaikati bi janahain." I saw in a dream Ja'far bin Abi Talib. Who is Ja'far bin Abi Talib? Who is Ja'far bin Abi Talib? Ja'far bin Abi Talib is the brother of Ali. Ali bin Abi Talib is the cousin of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who have embraced Islam. He, the Prophet said, I saw in a dream Ja'far bin Abi Talib like an angel flying in Jannah with 2 wings alongside other angels. That means he was moving, flying. Yeah. Ja'far is the head of the delegation that was sent by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the first migration to Abyssinia. When the mushrikeen become more aggressive, torturing, punishing Muslims just because they are Muslim. We don't know why. The characteristic of a mushrikeen exists until today. Sometimes you have a group of people is being oppressed, who is being tortured, who are shot to death because they choose to be a Muslim. We never do this to other people. Because religion is a choice. Lakum dinukum waliyadin. If you choose to be a non-believer, no Muslim said, if you are a non-believer, you don't have the right to be with us. You cannot stay with us. You have to leave or they will kill you. No. We honor every human rights. But those people who say that they are championing human rights don't respect the right of Muslims. That is sad. And this is the sign what Allah said is so true. Allahu Akbar. That they will never leave you in peace until you follow them. We never force people to follow us. They are forcing us to follow them. Allah said that 1,500 years ago. And again Allah said, وَعْدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَعَامِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ لَيَسْتَخْلِفَنَّهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ كَمَا اسْتَخْلَفَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ وَلَيُمَكِّنَنَّهُمْ لَهُمْ الْأَرْضِ. Meaning, who can maintain peace and justice on earth? Allah said to us, only those who believe and act righteously. The believer and the righteous Muslim will uphold justice for all. If the non-believer, they cannot. Because they are always biased for other reasons. The believer cannot because you have a duty towards God. For a non-believer, they don't care. Just think of themselves. For a believer, they have to take that responsibility. They are Khalifatullah. They are responsible to the Almighty God. So they cannot be unjust or unjust to other people. They cannot force people. They just show good example, invite people together for goodness. If they choose not to, the law is there. Everybody will be act or just according to the law. That's all. And that's why you see a Muslim country, when the leader is a practicing Muslim, they honor the right, the freedom of everybody. But when we are Muslim, it seems to be they don't honor our right. And they are talking about human right. What are you talking? You are just telling us you are a true hypocrite. One time you say this, but in implementing the policy, you are doing another thing. So may Allah protect us and make us righteous and must have a good ending so that we'll be among the righteous people and have a good ending. So when we die, we have no fear and we are not worried. Our parents also will be happy for us because we have a good ending. We die for a good cause. And the good people will always remember us. That's why we must try to do good things when we are still able. And don't wait until you're old, then you want to do good. Because we do not know when we are going to die. Unless you know that Allah has made a promise with you. Sign a contract, MOU with you. You don't worry. You only die when you reach 80. So now you are just 30. So you have 50 more years to go. If there is a kind of guarantee, then of course you do what you like to do. Until one more week, you want to die, then you say, oh Allah, I'm going to Makkah. I want to stay there every day. I want to kiss Hajar Aswad. For what? Okay, Hajar Aswad can save you. No. The one that saves you is your iman and your righteous deeds. Yeah. Don't fail yourself and don't regret. Yeah, may Allah protect all of us and make us inclined to do good things. And always try our level best to stay away from anything that is bad and displeasing Allah Rabbul Alameen. Now we open for Q&A. Fatafadal. Any question from the sisters first? Just raise your hand. The brother will send the mic to you. Yes, the brother here. Pass to the brother first.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Since we are talking about the life of Barzakh, after Barzakh,
Badar.
and then the question is like, let's say for righteous, if a Muslim dies and once after the questioning time arises from Munir and Nakir, during that time, just had this understanding like, how will we be judged? Because as a Muslim, we believe that there's a judgment day. Only after our Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, after that our questioning, that's where a life really starts. But what happens is before the judgment day, because before the day of judgment day, when a soul dies, what happens to us? Like, is he gets benefit, or still he gets rewarded the same sort of deeds that he carry, or is it he enjoys the benefit only after the judgment day? How does he, at which point?
After what? He enjoyed?
After the day of judgment.
After the day of judgment.
Till before the day of judgment, what are his deeds, or
what is happening?
What is happening?
I think we have touched that topic earlier. Maybe you were not here at that time. Allah is so great. Whoever die as a good death, believing in Allah, with righteous deed. After the question of Munkar Nakir, then glad tidings will be sent to him. There is no reward like today we get all the reward, but he will rest in peace. Nothing to worry. And the door, the gate of Jannah is open. Now he can see the delights. It's like people who have a good dream. Now, a person who has a good dream, he was so happy. If people who are not asleep look at him, well, he was smiling. People say, baby used to have good dreams sometimes. Yeah. Adult always have bad dreams. Because we are so corrupted. So sometimes we dream giant coming after us. Police chasing after us. But the children, they are so good, so they always dream and smart. So those who after Munkar Nakir, their soul will be transferred to Al-Barzakh. And then Allah will open the gate of paradise for them. Glad tidings will be sent to them that you will be the people of Jannah. Only that is why then we are asking, we are also praying, oh Allah, Qiyamah, Qiyamah. We want Qiyamah to come as soon as possible because we want to go to Jannah. So we will be very comfortable. Yeah? But all the delight only you started to enjoy bodily and spiritually. But those who die as shaheed, their soul is being transferred to the green bird already, but not their body. Because when Allah resurrected us, He will resurrect us body and soul together. In a new body. No more the old body. The old body is gone. From dust to dust. But our size also, the Prophet said, is a size of Adam and Eve. 60 amnang. Our size. Allahu Akbar. Yeah? So that is the promise from Allah. Everybody will have to go through the Munkar and Nakir. Even the non-believer, they will have to go through the process for everyone. Only those who prepared, they can answer. Those who don't believe, they fail to answer. Yeah? But everybody will go through the same process. Now, any other question from the sisters? Brother, pass to the brother. Okay, start dulu tak apa.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Ustaz, I'm a bit confused. I thought when Adam and Hawa left Jannah,
Jannah.
there's nobody else in Jannah. But now we also know that people like Ja'far and Harisa are there.
No,
Then-
not bodily. It's the soul.
In the, only the soul, not bodily.
Not bodily.
Because you also say, Ustaz, that Rasulullah will be the first to enter
Correct.
Jannah.
Only the soul.
Just one clarification. We read about Jannah having gardens with rivers flowing underneath.
Correct.
What do you mean when you say rivers flowing underneath?
Okay. You see, the mansion that Allah is going to give us in Jannah is like a mansion. Jannah is huge. As far as your eye can see. Then, your mansion, you have also master bedroom. In Jannah, you have so many rooms. Like the mansion we have here today. The rich people have bigger mansion. So Allah will prepare, and all the furniture that is decorated by the angel. And according to what we like. And Allah knows what we like. You like blue color, everything blue. You want green, everything green. Because that is the color you love most. Just to please you as a reward for what you have done for Allah. So then you have high, Jannah is always in a high level. Then in one of the master bedroom, Allah allowed 4 rivers to flow beneath your mansion. Not one river. 4 rivers. River of wine, milk, honey, and crystal clear water. Underneath the mansion. It's like, today you have moss, above the sea. Something like that, but beautiful. It's a ni'mah from Allah. You remember when the Prophet wanted to go for Isra and Mi'raj, he was operated by Angel Gabriel, and washed his heart with some water, then put into his body again. Then Angel Gabriel present 3 vessels of drink: milk, water, and wine. The Prophet chose what? Milk. Pure, and you won't get drunk. Milk, you drink and then you feel, you stop. So the Prophet chose that. So the Prophet are very careful in choosing things. He wants the best, and the best for the Ummah. So if you are given a choice in the future, also be very wise. Choose what is best. Just water and milk have more what? Nourishment. Now, Mike, please.
Assalamualaikum Ustaz.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
This is concerning ghibah. If someone were to reveal something evil that somebody has done in cara umum among the society, where does it stand for them that we tend to get all this thing that he's been trying to resolve an evil in society, so that is that permissible?
Any evil done openly, if a person do something bad openly, of course we have to alert everybody openly, so that we will not be a victim. It's our duty for those who know to let others know, so that you are not being trapped, cheated again, for example. But if somebody do something bad secretly, that means they have some kind of shyness in them. They do not want people to know. Suddenly we were exposed to it accidentally. You are not supposed to to expose that kind of sin. No, normally if secretly it's not sexual, except there's something that affects the society, then you have to do it. To safeguard the community, it's not just the person. You have to safeguard the community, the ummah. Yeah, that you are allowed to do that. And that's why there are two types of sins. One, a sin committed secretly, we keep it secret. One, a sin committed openly, or now it's been an open sin. At first you try to cover, but after you cover and keep on covering, and you become worse and worse. You don't care because you know that you can cover. Now things start to be exposed. And if there is evidence, then actually the public should leave it to the authority. Leave it to the authority. When any crisis issue brought to the authority, public should just be patient and leave it to the authority to do their part. That's how Islam look at things. Pardon? Even in politics, if there's a misuse of power, example, then one is being exposed. You have the authority there to look into this. Why you have the police? Why do you have all this court, mahkamah? Is to protect. The police is here to protect the public. They are not police to the politician, no. By right, that should be the way. If they fail to do their job, that means they have khiyana, the public. The public appoint a politician to present them, to protect their right. If he misused and betrayed people who appointed him, the people have the right, to call him to step down, because he has failed them. It depends if you know and they are doing it and you have the knowledge. It's not just hearsay. It's not just hearsay. You have the evidence and you know how bad that person is. That he don't care, and it's not about his own personal sin. Example, if a person like to drink, example, but he don't drink in public. In his house he drink. Anytime he want to come out, he make sure that he's okay, then only he come out. And that is his sin that you don't expose. Just an example. But if he drink in public, then there's nothing to say to hide. It's an open sin. So you must be very careful. But don't just amin to all the news or what you're exposed to without confirming it. Fatabayanu. That's why Allah said, you need to confirm. You cannot just hear something, wow, you quickly share with others. You do not know. Take picture of the wrongdoing. What is the reason you want to take the picture? Now, if you think that to have the picture, because if this thing is being done again and again, it's not just once, but it becomes something normal to that person. And if you try to expose him, he denied and he denied. So if you want to have a picture, when you are exposed, it's not from other people. You are there and you got the picture. You keep it first so that you can talk to him. Now when you talk to him, you'll be exposed to another challenge, another trial. Either your life will be in danger. Number one, they know you have something that is dangerous. Number one. But if you are very smart, you say, this picture is been kept. If anything happened to me, this thing will be out. Okay. What will be the second challenge? What will be the second challenge? No. The second challenge, they offer you something. Yeah, that's how life moves on. Yeah. Yeah. Why not, they may not talk to you directly. They send the runner come to you. That's why. That now Allah is testing you. You know you have the proof. But now, either you want him to change or he stop. But then, yeah. If he don't behave, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. There are times that we have to save the majority, yeah, not for our private gain, no. We cannot say, if you don't give me 5M, I'm going to expose. That is wrong. That means you are corrupted. Your blackmailing is haram. You want him to change. If you change, alhamdulillah. But if you still fight your way out, that's why you must be wise already. You must know who you are talking to. You must know who you want to share the info to, the people who have authority. And that is between them now. Yeah, that's why we must be very wise. That's why I said, be wise. Pardon? Again? Yeah. In the Islamic country, if they have the king system, then the king will be the Khalifa. Then the king will be the Khalifa, if you have the king. No, we are talking about what Islam said. About what our system is another thing. Yeah? Maybe our system say the prime minister is the Khalifa. Example, he is the one who have all the authority given to him to execute. The only way of doing that, he will present the thing to the king, yeah, to get the king blessing, example. And then the duty of the king is to support what the prime minister have done, whatever his homework, presented to him, and then to support, so that whatever the leader of the country want to do can be implemented. If there is a system, of course, then they have to go through the adab. It's more than an adab. Yeah. Just give you a simple example about this. Whoever a girl who want to get married in our country, and she is a reward. The law of our country says she must have a wali. The Prophet also said, yeah, la nikah illa bi wali. No nikah without a wali. But now he don't have a wali, a mujbir, meaning he don't have a father who is a Muslim, or an uncle who is a Muslim, or a brother who is a Muslim. Only she is a Muslim. So what she must do? She must go to the authority. If not, she don't have to go. The parent will do. Now she have to go and apply. Then, so happen not all qadi can conduct that nikah. Only qadi that was appointed by the sultan. Wali is sultan. The sultan who appointed, maybe they got 100 qadi in this state, example. But only 10 of the 100 was given the authority by the Sultan to conduct nikah using Wali Sultan. Now, then they can do it now. Why? Because the power is being given to them. If they misuse the power, they will be answerable to the Sultan. That's how. A Wali Hakim is different. Yeah. Wali Hakim actually is, at the end they call Wali Hakim here. Here, sometimes they use that term. Yeah. At the end, they become Wali Hakim. Yeah. And sometimes the Wali Hakim apply, they cannot be a Wali, they go back to the Mahkamah. The Mahkamah will tell them that these are the people who was given the authority to conduct the nikah. They go through the court first. Yeah. Because the court want to know, why do you want to have a Wali Hakim example, or Wali from the Sultan? Because I am a revert. Your case is valid. Accepted. If you are not a revert, do you have a father? Yes. Where is your father? I think my father always disagreed. Anything I choose, he don't like. But I'm the one who want to get married, not him. And then they can call the father. They don't allow you to go to Wali Hakim. They will call your father. If your father failed to turn up for 3 times, then they will use their power. They use Wali Hakim. But they must honor the father's right first. If you don't have a father, do you have a brother? If you have a brother, do you have an uncle? You don't have an uncle, do you have a grandfather? Sometimes grandfather live longer than father. But there is, they will call the grandfather. Normally. I have a father. Where are they? I don't know. He disappeared for 6 years already. There are cases. Yesterday we have a case that is a revert sister. We asked about the sibling. The sibling disappeared for few years already. Cannot be contacted. So we do whatever we can. And that is the procedure. But everything you go by the adab. Whoever comes first, come first. To honor their right, actually. And Islam is about rights. Muslims. Okay. Yeah, of course. This, yeah, you cannot lie. Yeah, you lie, then there will be another problem. You can say, yeah, my father just refused to be my wali. Then they will call to want to know why. If the father have a good reason, because he know this guy. He have seen this guy before. Sometimes people do that for a good reason. Sometimes people are too materialistic, and that is too bad. They value the in-law based on their status. That is not good. Yeah. It's not what they have can make your wife, your daughter happy. But sometimes there's other reason. So we hope that their reason is good enough. But if your reason is good, you should have educated your daughter. You know, tell her, guide her. I believe a good daughter will always want the best for her. And a good parent also want the best for their daughter. Yeah. So don't lie. There will be a lot of problems. And that's why today, whoever want to marry a local who is a foreigner is a bit difficult. Firstly, you must get a letter from your country, your embassy, to say, number one, you are solo. Because we do not know. You say, no, I'm alone, I'm not married, but you have children already. But you don't bring your family here, but you are married. You cannot say you are not married. You don't lie. So sometimes we are caught, and by surprise we thought that they are not married. Suddenly they got children. So it's a lie, it's haram. So they need a letter to prove that they are not married. Number one. The second problem we encounter lately is because there are new rules in certain countries. That they don't like their people to marry with Muslim. So they don't give you a letter. This is another scenario today. On purpose. So may Allah protect this ummah from further fitna and be more careful. Yeah. The reason the law is starting to reinforce new rules is to safeguard, yeah, the sisters especially. Yeah. Now we are talking about Al-Barzakh, suddenly we go for Alhamdulillah. We hope to see all you soon, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. And lastly, we'd like to thank all the parents who have been supporting us all the way, that make us able to move on with all our program, the program to empower the youth. And we just finished our youth camp. For those who have been supporting the youth camp, may Allah reward all of you kindly. We just help those who need our help, and may Allah help all of us. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.